Hey guys, it's Maddie from Let's Eat Plants, and today we are making a lovely sheet pan roast. We are going to start off with an onion. You can choose a red or white onion, 2 sweet potatoes, some chickpeas. These are just ones I made at home in my Instant Pot, some Brussels sprouts, and some broccoli. So I'm just going to take the skin off of my sweet potatoes. Of course, you could also leave it on. Just make sure you scrub them really well. I'm also just giving my broccoli a quick rinse. And then we're just gonna chop everything up. Now, I got a little carried away with my onions. You don't actually need to chop them that small. However, your sweet potato, on the other hand, you do wanna make sure it's small enough so that it roasts in the same amount of time as the other veggies. Mine actually could have been even a little bit smaller. And the Brussels sprouts, I'm just simply chopping in half. Then add in our broccoli and our chickpeas. Now, instead of using oil today, we have 2 options. We can either use aquafaba, which is essentially just the water left over from your chickpeas, or we can use some vegetable broth. I'm going to use vegetable broth since I already have the carton open, and I'm just going to use about 4 tablespoons, as well as 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon onion powder, and 1 teaspoon garlic powder. And then I realized my bowl was definitely not big enough. I don't know what I was thinking. So I transferred everything to a much larger bowl where it was much easier to toss everything thoroughly. If you feel you need a little bit more spice, go ahead and add as needed. Feel free to add any other spices you desire as well. Now, normally I would use my reusable silicone baking mats. You've probably seen them in my videos before, but since this roast is going to bake at 400 degrees, I like to use parchment paper because I feel that the mats really shouldn't be used past 400 degrees, but that is personal preference. So now we just spread everything out onto the pan, try and get everything as evenly spaced as possible. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of nutritional yeast on the top of everything for just a little bit extra flavor. Doesn't everything just look beautiful? And now this whole pan can go straight into the oven. Like I mentioned, we are baking at 400 degrees, and we're gonna bake first for 15 minutes. And then give everything a stir. So just gently give everything a mix, and then back into the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes until everything is thoroughly cooked. Now for your last 2 minutes, you can even crank the heat up to broil to get your veggies a little more browned and crispy. And there we have it, our sheet pan roast is ready to go. Now to serve with this, I'm going to make 2 kinds of dressings for you guys today. We're gonna start with a Dijon maple dressing. So I'm just using 2 tablespoons of tahini, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a tablespoon of maple syrup, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, half a teaspoon garlic powder, and optionally a teaspoon of hot sauce. And just mix those all together and give it a taste and adjust the seasonings as needed. I thought it could use a little bit of water to thin it out a bit, and I also thought it needed a bit more hot sauce. I really like more of a runny consistency for my dressings, but of course you can leave it a lot thicker if that's what you prefer. So with our first dressing, I'm just gonna serve the roasted veggies on a bed of mixed greens. And then of course you can save the leftover dressing in the fridge. For our next dressing, we're using cashews as the base. So we need half a cup of cashews, half a cup of water, 1 clove of garlic, half a teaspoon onion powder, a pinch of salt, half a teaspoon nutritional yeast, and go ahead and blend that in your blender on high for 1 minute. Now I'm going to use some of this dressing to make a ranch style dressing, so I'm just adding a little bit of parsley and dill. And I decided to add this one on a bed of quinoa. I hope you guys enjoyed today's sheet pan roast. You can use this as a side dish. You can use it, as you've seen, on top of a salad, on top of your favorite grain. And I just love how quick and easy it is to put everything in the oven and have everything cooked and ready to go at the same time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, don't forget to give it a like down below. And with that, let's eat plants, and I will see you guys next time.